Hey everybody, welcome back to Steamcember. I'm the comic foil, and today we are playing TUNIC. This is a big one. This is a game I've heard an awful lot about. Nothing but great stuff. People love this game. I've been meaning to play it for a while. Let's finally do it. New game. So from what I understand, this is it's got a little bit of vibes of like classic Zelda, but it's really based on the idea of like learning, figuring out what to do, figuring out the secrets of the mechanics. It's not going to like give you too much information from the start. You're just gonna have to figure it out. So we are this little fox. I don't think the fox's name is TUNIC because I got a picture of them for some art, for some thumbnails, and it called them like a ruins explorer or something like that. I just assumed, like, oh yeah, it's TUNIC from TUNIC. Like, if you were, like, calling Frisk, like, oh hey, look, it's Undertale. Or how a lot of people like to say Sans Undertale. That kind of naming convention always bothered me. It, like, kind of irks me a little bit when you say, like, oh yeah, that's... Because usually, like, people say that in a kind of demeaning way. Yeah, so there's, like... all the explanations, like, don't exist. We gotta, like, figure out how to do everything. So I got a little roll, and that's it. That's all I can do right now. There's a square here. But I don't know what it means or what it does. Oh, okay, and it looks like rolling uses up a stamina bar. I think those are my health and my stamina bars over there. Okay, great. Thanks, mailbox. Can't go over there because the way is blocked. Alright, and I get a stick. And I got an achievement for finding a stick. Okay, so it looks like, yeah, I can equip the stick. Let's equip it to X. Alright, I am ready to fight now. I am born ready. Oh, cool, I can Z target onto things, or in this case, it's, L target. It's left trigger target. Hero's Grave, sword, okay. Cool, actually something written in English. Swinging the stick does not seem to use up stamina, so attacks... Yeah, I don't have to worry about attacks using up my stamina, though there are still dedicated animations. There's a little bit of a wind-up to using the stick that I should be aware of. Okay, so I can zoom into that guy, but I can't do anything that I know of right now. So let's continue up the stairs. Yeah, so far it's pretty. I've been working really hard not to spoil any of this game for myself, because I hear a lot of, like, there's a lot of great, like, aha moments to this game. Of, like, oh man, I didn't realize I could, like, I don't even have, like, a good example, but, like, you'll discover, like, there's a mechanic to the game that was there all along that you didn't know because it just, like, wasn't explained to you, but at some point something points it out. It's kind of like, when I played Outer Wilds last year, and that game really blew me away, and I love how, like, really you can just go right to the end of the game from the very beginning, like, after you get your, like, access codes to use the ship. Just, you won't know how to do it yet. But, like, if you did know how to do it, you could just do it. But the whole game is, like, learning how the environments and everything work. And, oh. That soundbite sounded really familiar. I think I rested there. I think that replenished the little bit of damage that I took. What do we have here? Yes, I guess so. Cool. I have a, Okay, so it's not something I had to equip. I have an item up there. It is a key. At least it looks like a key. Okay, telescope. Telescope shows the area. There's a little something on that platform. See, before I saw a yellow platform and there wasn't anything on it, but there seems to be things on this platform. But I can't go there yet because of these big blocky bushes in the way of these BBBs. It's always scary making up an acronym because I never know if like it's going to already have been an acronym for something. Very pretty. My guess is that I need 3 keys to open this. No, it's just taking me right in. Cool. Cool, I have reached the Astral Plane. Yeah, there's really one thing I know about this game, and I think it's pretty small and pretty baked into the game's main mechanics. Okay. Guess I'll just keep going forward. No, maybe I can't keep going forward. Alright. Do I need to do that to both of these spires? Don't know what else to call them, either spires or sigils. Excellent. Alright, well, this is a vibe. This is a vibe so far. Astral Plane stuff is cool. I've been watching the original... I shouldn't say the original. I've been watching the 1990s X-Men cartoon lately because, you know, X-Men 97 came out and I wanted to also go back and watch the cartoon that it is a continuation of. They do a lot of stuff on the Astral Plane there. They do a lot of, like, Professor X, like, oh, I'm going to battle him on the Astral Plane. That's how they, like, visualize 2 psychics fighting each other. Is that the same fox that the statues are of? Okay, so that gives us, like, enough of a goal of, like, okay, we probably want to get her out of there. Pardon me for assuming her pronouns, I'm just kind of getting a vibe, but it's hard to tell with animals. I don't really know for sure. So... yeah, I need to, like, open 3 things. Oh, okay, he was sweating for a second, and I'm like, why are you sweating? It was because my stamina was getting down. Okay, but I have a key to this, so I will use the key to open... Now, here's a question. Does that consume the key? Yes, that key is gone from my inventory now. But I'm guessing that door is open forever. Okay, so this is the one thing I knew about it, is that there are instruction pages to, like, an instruction manual for this game. And that's how you're supposed to, like, figure out the game. So, ringing the East Bell. East Forest, Hero's Grave, Guard Captain. Ringing the West Bell. Old House, Flooded Well, Dark Tomb, West Garden. Question mark. Again, this is page 10. In a far-off land, a great treasure was sealed away forever. Oh, cool. It's double-sided, which makes sense if it was a page of an instruction booklet. The game screen. So... it's me. Question mark page 41. We need to get page 41 to know what those yellow platforms are. But that's a prize or a treasure. Health, stamina, and there's going to be magic points. Everything hurts way more when I'm tired. Interesting. Focus, preview. There'll be magic potions and readied equipment. Okay, that all makes a lot of sense. So far, that's all stuff that I kind of had intuited, but it's good to know that, like, okay, so I guess I take more damage from things the lower my stamina is. That's a good mechanic to understand. That treasure chest is already open. Who opened it? I didn't open it. I even stopped for a second to consider if I had opened it. I also wonder, probably somebody had to figure out, you know, like, what the letters, what the script of this made-up language was. Usually that means it's a cipher, like each thing relates to a letter. So I'd love to see if this was an actual language that I can, like, teach myself. That I could, like, learn how to read. Fun fact, do you remember the Artemis Fowl books? More recently, you might remember there was a Artemis Fowl movie on Disney Plus that was, like, god-awful. But the books those are based off of, they had the Gnomish language, which was really just English, except all the letters were replaced with different symbols. But, like, if you knew what symbol was which letter, you could read it. Sort of like Elbed in Final Fantasy X. Except in that, it was, like, letters, like, mixed up. Cool, okay. There's a shield. Button for shield, button for potions, button for equipment. What does left... Okay. And I like how it, like, staples this together into an instruction booklet for me. We got the dodge roll. Hold. Oh, if I hold it, I start running. Cool. See, already that's, like, I didn't know that, and I, like, never thought to... Because it's designed in such a way to not be obvious that that's how it works. Like, you'd press it, this roll animation is kind of long, so you probably wouldn't keep holding the button after you did it. You'd probably, if anything, be mashing it to roll again. So a lot of people aren't going to figure that out naturally. They need to discover it by finding that page. That's awesome. Okay, so it seems like there was, like, more to the targeting that I wanted to explain on another page. Gotta find more pages. Yeah, that reminds me of... Is this a Phil Fish game? Because that reminds me of the one music sting from Fez. Okay, East Forest. That was mentioned on the path to ringing the one bell, which I'm guessing we need to, like, ring 3 bells to free the fox lady. That asterisk, I'm not sure that it's a lady, I'm just making assumptions. Yeah, I miss instruction manuals. Even though, you know, a lot of times they... Like, nobody reads the manual. Like, yeah, that's true that, like, a lot of times you did ignore it. But it was also just, like, such a great thing. Like, I'm not, like, mad at game companies for not having instruction manuals now. Because nowadays, it's not even assumed that you're going to buy a physical copy of a game to sell the manual with. You know, people are going to look things up on the internet... and the game is expected to explain all mechanics to you itself. Like, there's not really... Instruction manuals aren't really a necessary thing. But it was kind of great to have, like, a tactile... I guess it's just it's really nostalgic. I don't have a particular reason for wanting them back, but it's nostalgic to me. And having this game kind of base itself on that, of, like... finding and using an old video game instruction manual is a pretty cool concept. Yeah, those guys seem stronger. Yeah, I'm kind of getting my butt kicked by these guys. Okay, health potion. So if I press right bumper, I can use that. I might just use that right away. Okay, and it keeps it... So I don't know if I need to, like, find another health potion to replenish it, or if it's, like, Estus flasks where that'll, like, be refilled for me at some point. Because I kind of just found a health potion and used it, and now there's, like, not really a point to me having come up here, but... Yeah, there's not a way for me to, like, jump past there or anything. It's kind of hard to steer when you're running. It's kind of got the run controls of Untitled Goose Game. I feel bad sometimes for comparing games mainly to other games, but, like, I've played so many video games, that's, like, the easiest way for me to, like, come to terms and process information about something that I'm doing. Alright, so... 13, 14. Target lock. Face your adversaries. And then you can... Okay, so I can hold my target and still press A to evade, or right trigger to block. I don't think I have a shield yet, though. Stamina points. You can always attack even without stamina. Good to know. Moment of safety. Check for dust. Okay, so yeah, there are invincibility frames at the beginning of that roll. Good to know. Flinch? Okay, so at a fourth of your stability, you will get flinched if you get hit. That is very valuable to know. Like, this is so much more interesting than having, like, prompts explain the controls to me like most games would do. Because now it's doing the same thing. It's, like, picking a certain time to, like, key me in on a game mechanic if I haven't figured it out yet. Except now I feel good, like, I feel like I collected it, and I'm like, oh man, I want to read it. This is secret information that I've gleaned, that I've found through my hard work. Where normally if it just, like, comes up for nothing, I'm like, get out of my way, I'm trying to play the game. Ugh, can't believe I need to learn this now. It's an interesting bit of, like, gaming psychology. Yeah, so it seems like all of these platforms have pages on them, except the first one. The first one didn't have a page on it. So I'm wondering if that's going to be a plot point now. Like, the first few pages are gone of, like, what if there's, you know, a page of the instruction booklet that explains the story. So later it's going to turn out that, like, oh, the story isn't like what we thought it was. Like, what if, you know, that person that's sealed behind the 3 bells is a bad guy and they're supposed to be trapped back there, but we just don't know that because we're a dumb, impressionable hero and we want to help them. Okay, and I did get my potion back. Yeah, I did get my potion back when I stopped at that one altar. So that's like a permanent, like, health item that I have now. Okay, there I was trying to see if I could shield even though I haven't collected the shield. I was trying to see, like, oh, do I, like, come with a shield by default? Yeah, I let myself get kind of trapped back here. Okay. I also don't know, I'm collecting little red bits. Yeah, I have 164 bits. I'm guessing there's a shopkeeper somewhere that I can give that to. Okay. I'm a little afraid of this guy. I'm a little afraid to get hit by this guy. If I get behind him, I might. Yeah, I might be able to have, like, a little bit more time of safety if I'm behind him, but easier said than done. I can't... Oh, I can. Okay, I can squeeze behind those squares. Cool. Well, I am enraptured with this. I definitely want to play more. The question is, will it or will it not become a full Let's Play? And that's up to the game. That's up to Steamcember. So remember that if you want to see me play more of this game, you can leave a like and you can leave a vote in the comments. Remember, you get as many votes as you want. You can vote for as many different games as you would like. So don't be afraid of voting for this game if there's something else that you also want to see. And this year, I am going to have more winners than I've ever had before for a Steamcember. I did eventually play the Sexy Brutale on this channel, which was like a Steamcember loser. That's the one time I think I've ever picked up something that had lost Steamcember after I had played the Steamcember winners and said, you know what, I'm gonna play this on the channel now because I can do what I want. Okay, so I have the sword now, which I'm guessing is better than the stick, but just in case, I'm going to put the stick here. Oh, yeah, and it can cut through bushes. Very good. So I can immediately get up into this treasure chest up here. Which just kind of gives me more cubes, and I don't know what the cubes do yet, but I bet at some point I'm going to be really happy that I've collected a lot of cubes. I'm going to say, yeah, time to cash in all my cubes. Okay, running also doesn't use up stamina, which is nice. It's just the rolling. So yeah, really is, if you're just trying to get somewhere fast, doing the Zelda thing where you roll constantly isn't the way to go. Alright, checking my timer here. Yeah, this one has gone by really fast for me. So I must really like this one. I don't think I've had any, like, absolute stinkers this year yet, where I've, like, started playing it and was like, oh, I don't know if I ever want to, like, finish this one. I don't know if I'm ever gonna make the time to get back to this one. Perfectly executed a special... What did that say? A special what? I want to know what that said, because it might... I think I just did something cool that I didn't know about, but I missed what the achievement was telling me about it. Okay, I'm much more able to fight these guys now. The sword has a little bit of knockback on these guys, too. A much better weapon than a stick, but I wouldn't be surprised if the stick has some, like, secret extra function that becomes clear later. Like, maybe the stick can be used as a torch or something like that, you know? I always really liked how, like, Ocarina of Time starts with some, like, really crappy early game items, but, like, they can kind of still do something, so, like, you know how you can use Deku sticks to light things before you have... Like, that's your main source of, like, moving fire for a really long time. Okay, I got 1 of 3 broken urns? Is that a chest there? It is. They tried to hide it, but I saw it. Okay, guard captain. Okay, so if I had to do the thing where I predict the twist really early, I think it's that these little demon guys are actually the good guys. They're defending a prisoner, and I'm the one... Well, I mean, they are defending a prisoner, but they're, like, trying to keep me from helping a prisoner escape. I died while I was thinking about that. Okay, and after I died, it brought me back here. Interesting. So are you gonna take me back to the last statue I visited? What, you think just because she, like, looks like you, she's good? Maybe there's a reason she's in this Astral Plane and the giant D20. Okay, I was resurrected. Yeah, I'd like to take another shot on that guard captain, if that's alright. Though he seems like he's gonna be pretty tough to beat. Even with my fancy new sword. I also, like, didn't use my potion. I didn't, like, do all the things that would make that easier on me. Oh. That... Okay. That hurt him when I got back to the place where I last died. Can I just go right past him? I can and I did. I just ignored him. I flipped the switch and I'm taking his stuff. Cool, and now I have 2 of these potions for when I fight him. Or maybe I could just not fight him. Yeah, I don't even need to go back. You get to live, guard captain, because you're bad at your job. You were right to let me pass. To stand against me is to accept certain death. Takes a swig of my health potion. Takes another swig of my health potion. 2 separate health potions. That's so funny. Yeah, I also seem to have iframes on that, Ring strike. There we go. Ding. Rang the Eastern Bell. Oh, wow. Is that one of the bells already? And I could do something with this. Cool. I left myself a little rope to climb. How long is this game? Is this game, like, actually really short? Or is it just really short to get to the part where it turns out that I shouldn't be letting that goddess out of the Astral D20? I mean, it's not like I'm expecting this game to be very long, though, and I wouldn't be disappointed if it was pretty short, because I like short games. Okay, I'm back here, but now I have my sword, so I can just cut through everything. Wow, I really just, like, went right by the guard captain, didn't I? Oh, cool, we got an overworld now. Overworld map. Ring the West Bell. West Garden, Dark Tomb. Why is there something about the West Bell, though, and not the East Bell? Like, that doesn't make very much sense in the context of a instruction booklet to me. Though, to be fair, we are skipping right from page 15 to page 28, so yeah, there could be any reason. Okay. Windmill, Sealed Temple... There's a little picture of me on the map there, too. There's a lot to take in here. Dark Tomb, Forbidden Pass, Bell Tower, Under the Well. Okay, so there's a map of Under the Well. Slorm, a type of slime who just wants to be close to you. Stun it by blocking. Autobolt, it wants to protect something, but what? Circle around and use the shield. And, yeah, tip about the shield. Okay. Alright, so I think that's gonna about do it for us today. This has been TUNIC. Yeah, get your votes in, or get your likes in, or both if you want to see more. And yeah, I won't be mad either way, because this is one that I'm definitely going to play on my own time if it doesn't win Steamcember. Really, it's about you guys telling me what games you want to see. But the whole point of Steamcember is for me to show you a whole bunch of games, some of which maybe you don't know that you want to see. So if this is how you discovered TUNIC, the same way I just discovered this secret area back there, then I'm very excited for you. Because I'm very excited for me right now, finding this secret passage. Oh boy. Dude, how did I get here? Sorry, I gotta see what's on this island now. Just lots of slimes? Maybe I was supposed to, like, consult the map to figure this out. But, like, I just kind of found it. Forest Fortress. Cool. Okay, no, sorry. We're done, though. This has been TUNIC. I'm the Comic Foil, and we'll see you tomorrow with a brand new game.